All right, everybody, welcome back to the Southeast Gassers podcast here on the Shift Points YouTube channel. This is going to be Gulfport, Mississippi Part 2 / getting ready for Shady Side. So me and Randy had a conversation after the last podcast that we did together, and we'd missed some stuff. There was a couple of the classes that we didn't cover for Mississippi, and I think there's a few things coming into Shady Side also that we wanted to talk about a little bit more. So we said, shoot, let's just get back together and we'll talk it up. So like I said, we wanted to get together on that and just kind of discuss all this. I think, Randy, if I remember right, we missed out on H-Gas and the AFX class,
sure
right?
Did. I just overlooked it on my list.
Yeah.
You know, we got to talking and went over some other stuff, and I just skipped right over it.
It's easy to do. I told Randy, I forget. I like, there's times where I've written down notes and I get on here talking, and I completely overlook them. So, I completely understand. It's really easy to do.
I guess I'm going to start marking them off.
Right, there you go. That's probably a good way to do it.
But anyway, what it was Scott Partee is his second win of the year in H-Gas. We didn't have but a couple of cars come all the way to Gulfport.
Yeah, fair.
He and Doug Loudermilk in the Volkswagen, and come up to the final, and I think Doug broke a rear end, a gear in the transmission or something on his Volkswagen, and Scott took the win. It's his second win this year in the little Rambler.
Okay, yeah.
And it's a sweet little car. It's got straight six in it. It's 250 now. He's building a 292. Going to try to get the weight more in line with the cubic inches on it and stuff there. And
how do you guys handle a situation like that if you have normally a full class? But the H-Gas hasn't been a class this year.
No, it's exhibition.
It's still exhibition. Okay, never mind.
What they do is if we've got 4 or less cars or something, they do a Chicago style shootout.
What is that?
You got me.
Okay, I was going to say I haven't heard of that one.
Rocky usually takes care of that.
Okay,
it's a Chicago style match race is what it's called, and they all go out and they all make passes, and then it comes down to the fastest passes gets to run for the final. Okay,
gotcha.
And,
gotcha.
You can't red light. If you red light in any of those, you're out.
You're out. Okay.
And, so it's, but when we get up to 5 cars or 6 cars or whatever, we just do a ladder, and they take care of it themselves. It's something that Angela doesn't have to do in the tower.
Gotcha.
They just take care of it themselves, and see who's got lane choice and everything.
Understood.
And then AFX the same way, but we've been having 5 cars pretty consistent here the last few races in AFX.
Right, I saw some pictures of quite a few of them down there. Yeah,
Dylan did some good photographs of those cars.
They looked really good
there with them all in kind of a semicircle setting there.
That's the ones I saw. Yep.
Yeah, they looked really good, and they had Dylan do that on Friday afternoon, I think it was. But they looked really good. Robert Presley came in with the Hemi Dart and got him again. Yeah, it was close. I mean, I think Rob Walden driving a Dixie Twister. Rob actually ran faster than he did, but he treated him a little and ended up getting him.
Gotcha.
But that class, as I've said, it's growing. It's growing. We've got a couple more cars coming. We've got another CUDA coming. There was a CUDA in there. The black and blue CUDA, Robert Frazier's, was an AFX car. It's been an A-gas car too.
Okay.
And but he's turned it into an H-gas car now.
Okay.
And it's doing really well there. But we got another Barracuda coming. We've got a 65 GTO coming.
Okay.
There's several on the way.
So do you think that both of these will most likely be full classes next year?
No, I don't. I don't see it happening next year. Okay. Really, what they would have had to do was to prove to us that they can be 8 cars or better every race before we would make it a class next year.
Okay, understood.
But it's coming on. H-Gas is coming. There's several cars being built for that. A lot of it's been just that parts issues with mechanics not being able to get the parts, or get the labor done to put their engines together and
Gotcha.
stuff. There's one out there that we thought would be here, but it's not going to make it. We thought he would definitely be at Shady Side, but he's not going to make it. I think we've got 5 H-gas cars.
Okay.
And then as far as Gulfport goes, I guess that pretty much covers
Got
it.
that one summed up. Yeah.
But getting back into another thing that I missed, I couldn't remember Ben's name of Ben's car.
Oh yeah,
first thing,
right.
But Ben, I was talking about Chase being there and could be the spoiler for this, and I knew it. I had talked about it, and it just left me.
Yeah.
But Ben's right there.
Yeah.
Ben's tied with Chase.
Okay.
So third and fourth place is 15 back.
Wow.
Going into Shady Side.
Yeah.
I did mention that Mitch was 20 back.
20 back, yeah.
But with they could be the spoilers.
Yeah.
And
that's going to come down to almost every round, depending on how those, who goes out when.
Ben's got a lot of experience. Ben could ease in here and take it just like Chase could,
right.
But it, just like you say, it all depends. We've got 16 cars now in
A-gas.
In A-gas.
Wow.
And
it's a big field.
There's possibly another one that could show up.
Okay.
He's supposed to get in touch with me on Friday and let me know whether he's coming or not. So if we get 17 cars in there, we go to 5 rounds.
Okay.
So that could play into it too,
Right.
So that could really play into it if we could get that, because that could pull Mitch into it.
Right.
If he goes on and wins the race.
If he could win the race, right.
According to where everyone else
fell out.
Yeah.
Right.
But really excited about Shady Side. We've got 92 cars.
I thought that was the number I'd seen.
Yeah, 92 cars, and that could grow.
Mm-hmm. That's just the pre-registered cars.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, everybody needs to pre-register.
Oh, okay. Understood.
We pre-register, but, all they got to do is call us on Friday or call us Saturday morning or whatever. And,
Understood.
Basically, we'll welcome them in.
Right.
But a lot of good things going on. When we touched on Briley Stott in his first race at 15 years old. And then we've got a fella coming out of British Columbia.
Gosh, really?
5,800 miles.
Wow.
2,900 miles each way.
Each way. Wow.
And he has built an absolutely beautiful 47 Austin.
Okay.
The pictures I've saw of it is a injected small block.
Okay.
And beautiful car. Quayne says it's possibly one of the most period correct cars out there.
Really?
And he's coming by himself, driving all the way down here by himself.
Wow.
He's been working on the car for 5 years.
Wow.
About a year or so ago, he took it out to do some testing, and something happened. The wheelie bars didn't hold or whatever, and it came down too hard and broke some stuff. So he's been working on it for about a year again to fix all that and everything. But the car is beautiful in the pictures. And
what class?
That will be in C-gas.
C-gas, okay.
C-gas. And, C-gas. His name's Andrew. I'm not even going to try his last name.
Okay. That's fair. I saw some pictures that they had put up about it, but I did not catch his name, though.
But we're looking forward to looking at that car. And but we've got a lot of people, as I said the other day, that have been out and not been making all the races. It'll be back at Shady Side. Shady Side is kind of our home track.
Right.
It's the closest one to home base. And and that's another thing, after we talked and I'd missed so much stuff, I just wanted to just reiterate that how big of a race this really is down there, There'll be a lot of people there. I've had a lot of people reach out to me and tell me they're coming.
Yep.
Now
we're officially going to be there. Yeah. Seriously, I think me and Jackson Logan are going to come, but I think Doug's coming with Dad. Doug Waldrop's coming with Dad. So there's going to be like 5 of us coming just from this area. So
get Doug out of the house. You've done pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty easy to get him out of the house when we go to a gasser race, though. He gets wound up with it. That's for sure. Yeah.
It'll be good to see him.
Yeah, it'll be that's going to be a good deal. It'll be nice that Dad missed out on the last one. A little under the weather when we went, so it's going to be good to have the whole crew there together. So yeah.
But I just want to get on here and just kind of cover some of the things. I apologize to Ben for overlooking and not thinking about you being right there with him. But I feel like that with his experience and everything that he could be a threat if Leslie and Gabriel go out early.
Yeah.
If they go out the first round, it's wide open.
It's gonna gonna get really tight.
They would have to win.
Mm-hmm.
But that's very possible.
But they can do it. Yeah,
it's very possible. It's A-Gas has got to the last few races that every round's a final.
Really, it's just that tight.
The cars are so good, that when they come into the first round. One of the top cars is liable to get put out. One misstep and you're done.
Yeah.
You got.
There's so much. Like every time I watch the onboards of these cars and just how much they've got going on in there, the fact that they can that they can make them as consistent as they are with everything they've got going on. Yeah. It's wild.
Mitch is due. Mitch has been right there. He's runnered up. He's been right there. He actually had the record for a few minutes at one time, but then Kenneth's always a threat. You've got Greg Stelz, the Joker.
Yeah,
he's been knocking on the door. He's actually win a few rounds now, and he could be a threat anytime.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's a good car. And they've worked hard. They've worked really hard.
Yeah,
but they've came down here and they've realized that I'm sure they knew when they come it wasn't going to be an easy task, but they've come down here and found out now. It's a tough deal.
These guys are next level. All the classes, but man, them A-Gas guys are just the speed and everything that they've got going on. Yeah, you've jumped into a deep end of the pool for sure.
Just like Leslie, is a last year champion. And it was several races in before he did anything this year. He was there, but he wasn't winning.
Right.
And I really expected Mitch to come out and be right there. He's ran good, but he hadn't been able to take that win and stuff. And you always think about Kenneth. Kenneth's right there. If Kenneth can go straight, Kenneth's a threat.
Right.
And he did win at Knoxville. He's won a race this year. And then, of course, Gabriel's another one. If his car goes straight, he's always a threat.
Right, yeah.
And a lot of times when it don't go straight, he's
still a threat. That's right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
But, that's going to be good. Yeah. I'm excited about it. It'll be good to be down there. I think the weather's going to be looks like it's going to be just about perfect.
It is. It's I think 69 degrees.
Yeah.
69 degrees. The cars should fly.
Yeah.
I have heard some numbers of some testing, and they're all over the record in A-Gas. And I'm sure if they're that way in A-Gas, they will be in B and C.
B and C, too.
And of course, AFX and H-Gas also. AFX, they got into the fives this year.
Gosh, crazy.
And that's on a little bitty tire.
Right, yeah, a little bitty tire.
Yeah, and so we'll see how that goes. But anyways, guys, I just want to jump on here and just tell everybody that you don't want to miss this one. This is one that you definitely don't want to miss. If you're, this is our closest race. Like we said the other day, it's like an hour and 15 minutes from Weaverville. Jump in the car, come see us, and you won't be disappointed. You won't be disappointed.
That is absolutely for sure. Yeah. I can back that up, vouch with it from going to Knoxville earlier this year. I can absolutely vouch that, and we're really excited. I haven't been to Shady Side, the racetrack, in a lot of years. It's been a long, long time since I've been down there. Yeah. So, I was just a kid last time we went down there, best I can remember. So
they're making some improvements. They've got some new bleachers over on the tower side.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, and that just looking around down there, that could be the place to see it. On the tower side, and come early.
Yeah.
Get there, get you a good parking place, and walk around, talk to the drivers. And everybody's welcome to come to the drivers' meeting. It'll be at 11 a.m. We'll start qualifying at 12. And just like I say, everybody's welcome to come to the drivers' meeting.
For sure.
See how we do the drivers' meeting and everything. jump in there and pay attention to what's going on, talk to the drivers and everything. Everybody's more than happy to let your kids get in the car.
I was literally about to mention that. Yeah, if you can and you want to, and you've got a kid that's even semi-interested in racing in cars, bring them to one of these events because it is really neat. I got to see some cool stuff when I was walking around down in Knoxville. Just, little kids walk up and they'd be like, "You want to sit in the car?" And different people, oh yeah, they just put them right in there. I mean, it's it would be to be a young kid and to go to this and see that and people of this caliber and just let you jump in your car and then watch them take them down the racetrack like they do, it'd be a game changer for some kids.
Yeah. I mean, when the kid gets in the car and then he gets to watch that car go down the track,
exactly,
and then that car maybe wins.
Right.
I mean, it's things they'll never forget.
Completely changes their mindset on things.
And two, I mean, this is simple to understand for a child. It's heads up, first to the finish line.
Period.
Nothing to understand to the kids.
Exactly.
This guy outrun that guy.
Right. Period.
So it's you don't have to sit there and try to explain it to them.
Right.
So
exactly.
It's a good deal. We just be glad to have you and look forward to seeing you.
Yeah, for sure. So if you guys are down there in that area, let us know. Like I said, we're all going to be down there. A couple of buddies of mine, and then Dad and some of his friends. We're all going to be coming down. So we're excited to be there. And if you're there, come talk to us. We'd love to see you and love to talk to you. I'm going to have some stickers and some giveaways and stuff. So come talk to me about it. I'd love to get some of these Shift Point stickers out there to some people.
Good deal.
That's what they're for. So
all right.
But I think if you're good, I think we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Good. Like I said, this was going to be a little short one today, but we just wanted to make sure we covered up everything from Mississippi and try and pump you guys up and get ready to get you out here to Shady Side because we're all going to be there and we want to see all of you guys that are watching this video there too. So make sure you get out and we'll see you this weekend.
All right. Like and subscribe.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, do all those things too. Perfect.
Yeah.
See you guys later.
All right. See you.